Hey, so it's Thursday, June 12th. It's about 10 o'clock, and I'm standing at the 1,400 mile mark. Pretty cool. Got a couple more miles in New York before we hit Connecticut, and then Massachusetts shortly after that. But I believe the 1,500 mile mark should be in Massachusetts. I don't do much looking ahead. I really didn't even think that I was going to hit this morning until somebody told me about it. So it's really cool to be at the 1,400 mile mark. It's really crazy to have walked 1,400 miles, and looking forward to the next 800 or so miles. I think we're at like 795, something like that. Maybe even less than that. But regardless, we are going to make our way to Katahdin in less than 8 weeks, which just seems crazy. Beautiful weather today. No more rain for today and tomorrow, it seems. Keep our fingers crossed. But for now, we'll see you on trail. A beautiful day. All right, it's about 12:30 now. Making my way up some pretty steep climbs. Lots of elevation again today, but beautiful views on the end of each one. No complaints. I've still got about 2,500 feet until the campsite that I'm supposed to be hitting, and about 10 miles to get there. Beautiful day. Again, no complaints at all. It's been a beautiful trail. Probably in about an hour and a half, maybe 2 hours, I'll be walking through the Trailside Zoo in New York, which is really cool. The trail runs right through a very small zoo, which is a pretty big milestone on the trail. But right now, just trying to make my way up this climb. I've probably got another mile until the top of this, but every climb today has been rewarded with a view. So, and I've had great weather. Again, no rain. I know I keep saying that, but it's truly a blessing. And it's a nice breeze, not too hot, but I am very sweaty. I will see you at the top of this, and then when I make my way down, I can't talk, I will film the zoo as I walk through. Pretty exciting. I'll see you there. Sheesh. Hey, how's it going?
Hey, how you doing?
Doing well.
Honestly, I feel like we should be behind.
Yeah.
The elusive thru-hiker. Watch. That's a thanks for food. For a sweet treat. Only one cliff bar at a time.
Bob, look at him. What's he doing up there?
Right up on that rock there.
Oh, no.
Sweet.
He's just sitting. He ain't got nowhere to be.
Oh,
He looks like a friend,
wow.
I think. I think he looks friendly. Oh.
That's cool.
Hi, guys.
Oh, wow. Sprawled out. Oh, we got some movement. We got action.
Where is he? Oh shit. Dude, all these animals are snoozed.
I know.
It's hot.
It was a little warm out.
Yeah, he's got nowhere to walk. Little nose.
Because in order to keep
I
him
wanna
like,
be in that water.
in order to keep him entertained, they probably have to take away all his sticks. that are out there
Yeah,
after
and
he's
get
done
him new
building.
ones.
He's done building. It's like,
It
I
should-
like him.
oh, that's cool.
Oh, that's awesome.
Mammal. What? State animal.
State mammal.
He's really trying.
It really is.
It takes precision, this work.
I mean,
You
look,
wouldn't
these
understand.
guys, all those other ones.
Hey, it's about 4 o'clock now. Got about 6 miles to go to the campsite that we're going to. It's been probably one of the most beautiful days on trail so far, and at least in a long time. Went through that zoo, did the Hudson River crossing, which was super cool, and still enjoying beautiful weather. It looks like potentially Saturday, Sunday might rain again, but no big deal. We're used to that at this point. Got a nice campsite coming up with outlets. Looks like showers, bathrooms, all that good stuff. But again, that's in about 6 more miles, and we got a big climb coming up to finish off our day. So I'm gonna leave it at that and climb this mountain. I'll see you guys at camp. Good morning. Today's Friday, June 13th. Friday the 13th. Let's hope nothing bad happens. It is supposed to rain tonight. So we're gonna make our way to a shelter in about 19 miles. The campsite that we stayed at last night, it's a nice big open baseball field with running water, porta potties, and a shower, cold shower. So I didn't utilize it, but it was associated with a church. So that's super nice of them to do that for us. Today should be decent weather, besides the rain tonight. Should continue on till tomorrow, but that's no big deal as long as we get into a shelter. Elevation shouldn't be as bad as it was yesterday and the day before. Yesterday and the day before were full of pretty crazy rock scrambles. But it doesn't look like we're gonna do that today. At least I kind of hope not. As beautiful as those views were yesterday, those rock scrambles are pretty crazy. So yeah, we'll see. Another eventful day on the Appalachian Trail. See you there. Hey, it's about 4 o'clock now. Taking a break at a shelter, even though I just took a break at a beach lot for probably about 3 hours. Ankle just wasn't feeling it when I got back up to walk. I was going really slow. It was hurting really bad. So I stopped here for a little bit. It does seem like it's gonna let me walk now. I'm gonna see about it. Everybody else headed out to the next shelter. It's only like 4.5 miles away, so I think I can do it. And we can order pizza at that shelter, so it gives me a little bit of motivation to be there. And I am going to renew my shoes. So I ordered, or I got these shoes 2 weeks ago at REI, and already they are completely falling apart. Where is it? So these are the Timp Gore-Tex waterproof Ultras, and like I said, they've lasted 2 weeks. Do not recommend. Moose was nice enough to sell me his pair of Lone Peak 2 Ultras, so hopefully they work a little bit better. I've had those before, and hopefully that's a little bit better on my ankle as well. I think I'm going to go back to the ankle brace, which is kind of a bummer, but it was super helpful when I had it, and it got me through the first probably 500 miles, so if I go back to that, hopefully that works. As for now, I'm going to get up and start walking, and hope I can make it to this next shelter. Otherwise, I'll be pitching my tent in the rain, which is no big deal. I'm going to head to Pauling and try to be there tomorrow night or Sunday morning, so it doesn't really matter if I get my tent wet. Here we go. Good morning. It's about 8 o'clock, getting kind of a late start. I've got about 5 miles to go to get to a pizzeria. I'm gonna hang out there for probably at least an hour, maybe 2 or 3, charge my phone, get some pizza. They don't open till 11, but there is a deli that I can hang out at that's right next door, or it is in the same building. I can't really tell. But regardless, just gonna hang out there for a few hours and charge up. Not exactly sure how far I'll go today. My ankle's better than it was yesterday, but I don't want to aggravate it. There's a shelter 9 miles from here, and there's a shelter in 16 miles from here. And both basically get me to the same end goal location, which is Pauling, where we're gonna take a 0 on Sunday, which is tomorrow. By the way, it is Saturday, June 14th. Yeah, gonna take a 0 tomorrow in Pauling, hang out with Lauren. Lauren's gonna come up and see me, which is cool. But for now, just headed to the deli to hang out for a bit, and I'll give you an update there. My phone is gonna die pretty shortly. See you there. Good morning. It is Monday, June 16th. The last time you heard from me was Saturday, June 14th. We ended up going to that little pizza shop that I had mentioned and sat there for a few hours, and it was pouring, or not pouring down rain, but it was raining pretty much all day. Nothing too crazy, but it was a pretty consistent drizzle all day. So we decided that we were going to get a hotel and sit in a hot tub for a few hours because that's what our bodies needed. So Saturday night we ended up going to a hotel, stayed there till Sunday, and then a friend of mine came to visit. Shout out Lauren, and she was nice enough to kind of chauffeur us around to wherever we needed to go. She took us to a Walmart, took us out to lunch, and then yeah, we got back on trail late yesterday, did a few miles, and now I am just leaving the shelter that we were sleeping at. So back on trail now, not exactly from the pizza shop, but a few miles ahead, just because it was easier to get on trail that way. So yeah, it is now Monday morning. Got about 19 miles to go to the next shelter, and we'll be out of New York today, which is super exciting. On to Connecticut. So yeah, for now, I'll see you on trail. I'll try not to take any big breaks like that again, but it's pretty much inevitable. It's just harder to take videos at hotels and when you're moving around pretty constantly. So back on trail now. This is the Dover oak tree, one of the largest and oldest oak trees on the trail. Pretty massive. This is compared to the Kefir oak that was back down in Virginia, I believe it was. But it's hard to compare sizes, but I would say the trunk of this one is much larger than the Kefir oak, but that the branches are smaller. I have never found golden oysters in my life, and yet here they are. Nice, lovely patch of golden oyster mushrooms. Sweet. Hey, it's about 1:15 now. Just crossed into Connecticut a few miles ago, making my way along the Housatonic River, I think. But yeah, Connecticut's been a pretty smooth walk so far. I'm about to walk across the bridge and then head uphill here in a minute. Haven't stopped for lunch yet, but I'll do that sometime shortly. But yeah, been a beautiful day of weather. I think I might expect rain tomorrow, but I'm not sure yet. Yeah, glad to be out of New York and into Connecticut. See ya on trail. Made it to the shelter. Critter and I did a short little road walk to cut out some of the trail. But yeah, I have found some oyster mushrooms along the way. So I'm gonna saute those up and add them to my dinner tonight. Kind of excited. Yeah, just hanging out here for the rest of the night and see you in the morning. Good morning. It's about 10 o'clock now on Tuesday, June 17th. Just continuing the Housatonic River Walk. Which is made for a pretty cruisy morning. Had a little bit up and down so far, but nothing too crazy. Doing about a 17.5 mile day to another shelter. It is pretty much raining all day today, so it'll be nice to sleep in a shelter if I can. My tent is pretty wet from last night's rain, so if I can sleep in a shelter and avoid crawling into a wet tent tonight, that would be great. I've got about almost 3,000 feet of elevation still today, so that's going to be a little killer. But as long as this river walk continues for a little bit longer, I'll be happy with that. Yeah, it's hit or miss weather as always, but it is what it is. See you on trail. Hey, how's it going?
Great, how about you?
Doing well. Hey, it's about 3:30 now. Making my way to Pine Swamp Shelter. So bad with these shelter names. Been a pretty cruisy day. Lots of ups and downs, but that river walk back there was a really nice way to start the day. I've done about 2,500 feet of elevation gain today. After that, and I still have about 1,000 more to go, but only about 4.5 miles to the shelter, so should be able to make it there by 5, and hopefully I'll be able to get into that shelter because my tent's wet. I have not yet had to crawl into a wet tent, and I'd like to avoid doing that if I can, but we'll see. If there's already a full shelter, then so be it. I'll set up a wet tent. But I might even get enough time at the shelter to dry my tent off, but we'll see. It's pretty wet in the air, but the rain stopped a few hours ago. Yeah, been a lovely day besides the rain, and that's about it. I'll see you guys at the shelter. Good morning. It is 7:30 on Wednesday, June 18th. It was raining all night again, and I'm about sick of this rain. It seems like we get maybe 2 or 3 days of nice weather, and then it just pours down rain for the next 3 or 4 days. It's incredibly frustrating to wake up in the rain every morning, but it is what it is. I at least got to sleep in the shelter last night, so that was good. Didn't have to crawl into my wet tent. But tonight I have a similar opportunity. I have to make it to the shelter in order to get a spot so that I once again don't have to crawl into my wet tent. Because it's supposed to rain again tonight. It's probably supposed to kind of be like this most of the day. It's not currently raining, but the air is very wet. And it's just gonna keep falling off the trees pretty much all day as it goes. Other than that, gonna do probably a 21-mile day, and then that'll get us to Great Barrington tomorrow night, where I planned on getting a hotel, but if it really starts to pick up again tonight, I might just get a hotel tonight, which would make it a 16.5-mile day today. But we'll see. I don't want to switch up my plans a whole lot if I don't have to, so it'd be ideal to just do the hotel in Great Barrington on Thursday night. All that being said, gonna have a great day. I'll see you guys on trail. Officially making it to the 1,500-mile mark. Crazy. Less than 700 to go, which leaves me less than 7 weeks to go if I continue at the pace of 100 miles a week, which we've been on for a pretty consistent basis for the last 10 weeks or so. So, yeah, 7 weeks left. Definitely gonna start taking it kind of slow, appreciating my time out here. And yeah, it's been really rainy, but still just enjoying it. In this last 100-mile stretch, got into New York and then got into Connecticut. Again, just more and more rain, but keep on keeping on. Oh, what else we do in this 100-mile stretch? I always forget, but that's okay. Yeah, you guys will see what we did in the last 100-mile stretch, so I'll leave you to it. Thanks for watching. See you in the next one.